Hello everybody and welcome back to Benjamin Magnus Plays Minecraft, DireWolf20 Modded Edition. I have not done any screen off work for a change since the last episode. I haven't actually been able to play for about 2 days now. I actually mentioned that in my other Crusader Kings video. If you've watched that, you would know, just because real life got in the way. We are just going to continue right where we left off working on ThaumCraft. We built ourselves this little iron-capped wooden wand. We built the thermometer, which you use to scan things, and we have our Thaumonomicon. Now the next step we are going to need to do is to make a research table, and you can find the information right along in here. This is where we found the information on how to build the thermometer right here and how it works. Now what we're going to need to do is build the scribing tools, which is a glass file, a feather, and ink sac. That's the easiest thing to find is an ink sac. So we're going to need some feathers and some files. Now, feathers are easy to find. I don't think I have any yet. We're just going to have to go out and find a chicken or two. So that's what I'm going to do real quick, and I know that there are some out over in this direction. Not going to be a big deal. Normally at this point of the game I would have lured some chickens over here and had a little chicken farm set up, so I had an endless supply of eggs. But I just neglected to do that, just never got around to it. But I know I saw chickens wandering around over off in this direction, so we're going to try to find some real quick. Shouldn't be that big of a deal. While we're here, we're going to try to scan this guy. See if it'll let us. Nope, not going to let us scan it. And we're going to take care of the not being able to scan shit in this episode as well. There's a chicken right there. I do have some notes from... There we go, perfect. How many do we get? 5, perfect. I do have some notes that I made down in front of me from the last time I tried this to get some of the basic compound aspects from ThaumCraft down. And like I said before, I think I described it in a way that should be pretty easy to describe, but to get the information on anything you're trying to scan, you need to have one of the base components already in your knowledge base, and I'm going to show you how to get those base components in your knowledge base right now. So what we're going to need to do is grab some ink sacs. I know I grabbed some of those, and the glass files. I'm not sure how to make those, so let's just type in a file, empty one right here. And it's just 3 pieces of glass and a piece of clay. So I have glass. I thought I had... Oh, I'm already carrying some. And I know I have clay. I always grab clay whenever I see it around to have some of it, just because I know it's useful. It's useful for several other things as well. So we're going to grab that, and we're going to need to be back here. We need this, we need this, and we need this. And we're going to make a couple of these. Let's make 3. I'll show you why. And the next step is going to be building a table. Now, I'm not sure if that one's in here. 2 tables. We need to place 2 tables together, and I think the information on tables is in yeah, there it is. Now, there are 2 different recipes for tables. You have to use this recipe right here, which is 3 slabs across the top and 2 planks on the sides. And I think you can make one with a plank here. If you do it that way, it will not work. So, slabs. And we already have some wood. And now I have too much stuff on me right now, so we're just going to dump some of it. I'll keep one of those. And we can dump these. Now those cows are starting to get a little bit annoying. So I might have to cull the herd or move the pen a little farther away, just so when I'm in the house it's not so damn annoying. And I just realized that I need to craft that over there. Well, I'm just going to leave a crafting table up here because I'm probably going to need it for other stuff as well. So just like that, and then 1 across the top. That gives me 1. Now I need 2 tables. 2 tables next to each other. So we're going to need to do this. And I think I'm actually going to need a 3rd table as well for something else. And I didn't do that right. Just like that, and then like that, and then we got a table. Now what we're going to do is put these tables in here, and we're going to put the research table right here. Now this is going to become our research table, and the way we could turn it from a regular table into a research table is just to put the scribe tools down on it. And you know it'll work if it changes and you see that stack of parchment there. That's how you know you did things correctly. And the other thing we're going to need, we might not need it this episode, but we will need it soon, is, and I'll show you, I think if we put down another table and tap it with the wand, yeah, it turns into an arcane, I think it's called an arcane workbench. All you do is put down a single table, tap it with your wand, and that's what it'll give you right here. And this is what you use to build some of the slightly more complicated arcane constructs. And now we're going to dive into the research table, and I'll show you the interface here. We're not really going to use this at this very instant, or this space right here. These are the scribing tools we put in there. It does use ink as you go, so you will either need to make more of these, or if you take an empty one and put it in a crafting table with a full ink sac or some black dye, it will refill it. And now what you need to do is you need to try to mix and match these base components here to try to get some of the more complicated components. And now I'm looking at this little, I got some post-it notes here with some stuff written down. Now, if I take air and I combine it with ordo, it should give me something. Apparently not. Maybe I wrote that down wrong. Maybe air and entropy? Ah, there's one right there. The void. Vacuous. Now, anything that I try to scan that has the void as a base component, I will be able to discover any information on. Now, another one, I think, is Aqua and Terra. That should be something. And there we go. We have Victus. Victus is life. And I think I can go further from there. So I think if I combined life and earth... Nope. I guess that was wrong on that one. Some of these, I either wrote down wrong or were changed in a patch. There is some information you can get online from ThaumCraft that's not entirely accurate, because as they patched the game, things have changed. Now what I'm going to do is see if I can scan. And well, first I'm going to sleep, of course, so I'm not going outside with all the monsters spawning. I'm going to see if I can scan anything else that'll give me some information. No, not there. See, anything that I try to scan that would have contained life or the vacuum. Not the zombies. I might have to do a little bit more research there. Jesus Christ. No, what I'm thinking about doing is possibly destroying that totem. Because I know that it is spawning these gigantic fuckers, and I'm getting a little sick of dealing with them. I mean, look how long it takes just for them to burn down. And look how hard they hit. Look at it. Oh, and he set me on fire. That's wonderful. I kind of don't want to deal with them. I'm getting a little sick of dealing with them. I was kind of hoping that the animals would have life in them, but it didn't look like they did. Maybe this will have something interesting. The void, nope, nothing there. Shame. I was really hoping I could get something more. Just so I could at least show you. I do not understand this stuff. Some of this stuff, I'm going to go back to the research table here because that didn't work as well as I had hoped. Some of this stuff is, use some common sense, combine things that you think are either belong together or maybe are opposites. Maybe fire and water will do something. Nope. I know air and fire made light. Try air and water. Ah, see, there we go. We got something there. We discovered motus. There we go. Motus. The aspect of motion. And that makes sense. That was a logical one. Air and water together make motion. I liked that. Now let's try something else. What if we did life and motion? Ah, see, there we go again. We got Bestia, the aspect of animals. Now, if I go out, I should be able to scan anything that any of the animals out there and gain information off of them. So now let's try that again. I'm glad I got that to work. And like I said, a lot of it's going to be trial and error and some logical thinking. And you might have to sit there for a while. Okay, let's try cow. There we go. See, now we got some information out of the cows. Let's try a sheep. And we'll try that pig over there, too. See if they got anything else on them. Sheep. And if you've noticed, the little numbers that go by, it says 2 and 2. That adds to the stockpile you have to pull from of aspects for... Oh, and that's what I was talking about right there. See, I got the aspect of flight, which is that little feather icon right there. Because I had Beastia, the aspect of the beast, already researched, which allowed me to scan the chicken, and that also had the aspect of flight in there, which gave me that as a new aspect. Very good. And that's exactly what I'm talking about. And one other thing that might seem counterintuitive, but like, drop things in your inventory and scan them. There, look at that, right there. Vitreous. Let's try redstone. I don't have knowledge for redstone. Planks? I don't think I have any knowledge for that. How about a spider eye? Nope. Feather? There we go. There's something. Not anything new, but it was something. Raw chicken? Nope. Bucket of water. How about that? Ah! See? Haha, there we go. We discovered something new. Metallum. The aspect of metal. And as you can see, once you start going, the ball, once you get it going, once you get some, the ball can really start rolling. I really want to discover this totem stuff. It's just the first couple steps that can be bad, and it's just, like I said, it's just trial and error. Trial and error. You just got to keep trying to find all those aspects just by, making logical connections in your head and trying them out. And we're going to go back up here real quick and and show you this. Now we have some more stuff to pull from. We have flight. We have vitreous, the aspect of crystal or glass. And we have the void. We have motion. We have metallum, the aspect of metal. So now we have more stuff to pull from. And now this is maybe a quarter of all of them. So there are a lot more. So let's try combining a couple others. Nothing from that one. What if we did order and chaos? Opposites. Nope, nothing there. I don't think so, at least, no. Nothing there. What if we did glass and order? Nope. Glass and chaos. Nope. Life and order. Ah! And see, there we go. What do we get? Granum. Oh, seed. It's a seed is what that is. Now, I don't think I'll be able to scan this one. Nope. But we might be able to scan some other stuff. Ah! And there we go again. Now we have herbia. Aspect of plants. Scan the flower. Oh, okay. Let's try scanning the rose. Okay, it's going to be a jerk. I see how it is. It's going to be a jerk. Ah, and see, there we go, another one. Arbor. That is the aspect of, like wood, trees. Try scanning a door. Nope, we don't have what we need there. Cobblestone wall doesn't like. Grass we have already scanned. What about, let's try scanning some plants now. Ah, there's a new one. There we go. And this is what I was talking about when I said you got to get the ball rolling. See, now that I have a couple, I'm just getting them left and right. I'm getting a ton of them. And before this episode ends, I am going to show you why all these things are important. First, we're going to go over, scan some more stuff over here. Try to scan this great wood log. Nope, nothing there. Grass block? Yep. Sand? We've already done that. We've done water. Now, can I scan a crafting table? That might be hard. No. Stone? There we go. Now, I just want to find some regular looking trees to try to scan. Some birch or something like that. Here's an oak. Oh, already scanned that. But you can scan the leaves. Get a little bit more from them. Scan the birch leaves. Oh. Alrighty. Did I ever scan coal? Let's check real quick. I don't know if... I think I scanned coal. I do believe I did. We're going to check, though, by just dropping it and trying to scan it. No, I didn't, and there's a new one. Potentia. Potential energy. Nice. Now, can I scan a coal block as well? Coal ore. Yep, see, I could scan that. See if there's anything down here to scan. And what you're going to want to do is basically try to scan everything you can while you're doing anything. Let's try to scan the creeper. Creeper. That could have been bad. I kind of backed myself into a corner there. What about this amber over here? Ah, and there's a new one as well. Vinculum, which is the aspect of traps. And real quick, while I'm over here... Oh, I'm running out of food. I'm just going to grab this sugarcane, just because when I was screwing around before, I basically burned through all my sugarcane. And now, now every little bit's going to help get me back to where I should have been. So let's just head back home. And before this episode ends, which is going to do in a few minutes, I'm going to show you what you do further with all these aspects we've been running around collecting. And it gets pretty fascinating from here. I like the look of my house. The little farm with the pumpkins and the cattle outside. I just like the way it looks. Like a little prairie home. You know, set up next to a haunted burial ground or something like that. I don't know. Something that would spawn zombies. I think I have everything I need. Yep. We're gonna... Oh, wait. Actually, I don't have everything I need. I'm going to need a couple pieces of paper. So I guess we're just going to turn those into paper instead of planting them. I'll deal with the repercussions of that later, aka planting and replanting off screen. And now what we're going to do is open up our... look into our Thaumonomicon, open it up, and try to find some stuff that looks interesting. Now, let's see. Now, these little things, that's something new. And if I go in here, it'll show me in my little notepad in the back here everything that I've discovered so far. And, you know, where I can find them. Seeds, and coal, and different types of rock, and different types of dirt, and glass. Stuff like that. Basically just a way to keep track of where everything is. And now what I'm going to look at right now is a wand. I want this right here. The wand foci. And you see I clicked on it, got a little noise there, and it says I have a research note added. And that's this guy right here. And what it did is it used a little bit of ink and a piece of paper to make myself a research note. And now if you take the research note and throw it in that interface right there, it comes up with this guy right here. And this is like a little puzzle. And the goal of the puzzle is to connect this item to this item through these nodes. Now, I don't know what this item is right now. I haven't discovered it yet. So I'm going to need to discover it before I can make any further progress on that. But the way it works is once you've connected, now you can go in, you can make a beeline right through 3, or you could do a circuitous route around if you can't find the most efficient way of doing it. But what you'll do is you'd, like, fire. Light has fire attached to it. So now I put that in there and you see it attached. Now, I know that light and earth are not connected. So if I put that in there, see they're not connected, it doesn't work. I would need to make a solid connected line of aspects from here to there. And this is the simplest one I know of. Now if we go to, let's go to Artifice, go Goggles of Revealing, get the research note on that. And if you see you've taken it away and put it back, it keeps your research notes. Now if I put this one in there, this one's more complicated. For the Goggles of Revealing, and you needed to connect 3 of them all together. And again, I haven't discovered what these 3 are, so I can't use it yet. I'm going to need to have to. But I have to do a little bit more searching for aspects before I delve into this. But that is how that works. That's why you spend all that time collecting these, so you can finish your research and make more things. And the Goggles of Revealing are definitely something I'm going to want. And the Wand Foci of Fire would allow me to shoot fire out of the tip of my little wand here. Hopefully we'll get around to that next episode. We're going to call it here. If you've enjoyed this episode, drop me a like. It helps out a bunch. If you have any tips or tricks, if you know any more aspect combinations that I'm missing, let me know in the form of a comment. And if you're interested in more daily Benjamin Magnus plays Minecraft with the DireWolf20 mod pack, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you next time.